Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well today. Happy New Year, happy 2018. I hope you all had a wonderful, peaceful, joyous holiday and that the start of your new year has been wonderful. As we are in a new year, I decided to take a look back at 2017 and share with you my top 17 candles of 2017. Why 17, you may ask? Well, I started with a top 10 and I couldn't quite narrow it down, so I had about 13 and I thought, well, it doesn't really make sense to do 13 for 2017, so that's why I've got 17 candles here. I've mentioned all of these candles at some point in empties videos and haul videos, so my thoughts are already out there, but I did just want to kind of go through and tell you why these candles ended up in my top 17. For the Bath & Body Works candles specifically, I tried to focus on scents that were either new to me or new to Bath & Body Works this year. I think all of these are new scents for 2017 except Tomato Vine, I believe was a repackage from something years ago. Snap Peas, that was a failed test scent. So it is a new to me scent. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on my top 17 of 2017, let's get started. Even though 17 candles is a lot of candles already, I could not mention Raspberry Peach Macaron. I am so happy and excited that Bath & Body Works heard us and listened to us and brought back this collection for semi-annual sale. This isn't a new scent to 2017, nor is it a new scent to me, which is why it's not included in my top 17. But I just needed to mention that I am so excited and in love with this scent and so happy they brought it back. I did have one honorable mention that I wanted to share with you, and that is Lavender Coconut. This one almost made it. I know some people said they couldn't smell the coconut, but you absolutely can, especially if you have other lavenders compare it to. You get the lavender, you get like this creamy coconut. It is really great for spring and summer. I would have to say that number 17 is Paris Cafe, But First Coffee. The other packaging that they brought out for this particular scent was Rise and Grind. These are all three the exact same scent. It was on Bath & Body Works website and confirmed by corporate that But First Coffee is Paris Cafe. This is an amazing coffee scent, and it's a coffee scent that Bath & Body Works got completely right, in my opinion. In past years, they've had coffee scents, per my memory and what I actually have left in my collection, they were either too sweet and really kind of went too far away from being a coffee scent, or they were too bitter for me personally. This one I think really was perfect because you got just the right amount of that roasted coffee, but you also got a good amount of the sugary vanilla cream, and I think it's just executed perfectly. If you like coffee scents, this was definitely a winner. I don't know what's left out there in semi-annual sale land. If you happen to run across this one, But First Coffee or Rise and Grind, and you like coffee scents, I highly recommend this one. Next up is Yankee Candles Blueberry Scone. This was not a new scent, but it was a new to me scent. I got a slightly candied blueberry with vanilla, creaminess, and there is a bit of a bakery note in there. I think blueberry is a really hard scent to do. It comes across as very artificial or cereal type blueberry, or it can come across as very candied. I think this was done very well because I do get a somewhat realistic sense, especially when it's burning, of a blueberry bakery item. The other great thing about this one is I could actually smell it. The strength and throw, I remember, was at least a medium, and there were no burn issues, so that is why it made the list. Number 15 on the list is Star Anise. This was released for early winter. I absolutely love the packaging. I love that dark metallic and the marble lid. I think it's just a really well done collection. This is not like a black jelly bean, which I would have been happy if it was, but this is more of an earthy anise, licorice type note, almost like a fennel, but you also pick up a lot of that smoky firewood. So it, to me, is a perfect end of October, cold fall night, perfect for Halloween, and I'm definitely saving the rest of this one for next year. I definitely applaud Bath & Body Works for this scent because I feel like it's completely different than anything they've done before. I don't believe they've ever done a black jelly bean or an anise type scent, so I really like this one. I know this wasn't super popular with a lot of people, but I really liked it. Especially once it was burning, it just blended beautifully. If you can still find this, I've heard that some stores have it at 75% off. I would definitely recommend picking it up. If you're not, afraid of a licorice anise, very conceptual type scent, because we probably won't see this one again. Next up is my Mrs. Meyers Clean Day Candle in Lavender. This was actually in the video that I recorded last year, my top whatever it was in 2016, which got messed up and I never got to post. This one is the large 7.2 ounce jar, and it's about $10. You can buy it from the Miss Meyers website. You can find them at Target. It's just a really pure, clean lavender smell. And for a 1 wick candle, throws. Like, it will fill my master bedroom and it will fill a space. It tends to pull out quicker than I've seen most single wick candles. So highly recommend these candles. They're great little gifts, and again, I just really love it when I'm cleaning. Next up is Bath & Body Works Beach Glow Salted Oak Bonfire. I was really happy to be able to find another one of these for next year. This is the summer version of Marshmallow Fireside. It is on a dupe of Marshmallow Fireside, but if Marshmallow Fireside is a cold day with a fire but you're roasting marshmallows, this is the summer version. You get that salty beach air, you get the bonfire, and you get marshmallow. It really does smell like this picture if the picture had someone roasting marshmallows over this open bonfire. I'm normally not a fan of like fireside type scents. They tend to just be too much for me, but this one was fantastic. Next up is Bath & Body Works Honey Vanilla. I'm not normally a huge fan of vanilla type scents, but this one I was really impressed with. It really did smell like a bowl of creamy vanilla ice cream with a drizzle of fresh local honey. And the strength and throw was great for vanilla candle. It was definitely a medium, at least a medium as per my memory, and I really enjoyed this one. Next up is Bath & Body Works Berry Waffle Cone. This one came out for the summer semi-annual sale. To me, this came across as a pie crust scent, a slightly bakery cinnamon pie crust with just a few berries tossed in. Originally, I thought it smelled like a berry cobbler with a really nice cinnamon pastry on top of the cobbler, but when I burned it, the berry note really disappeared and it really just became more of a slightly cinnamon pie crust. If you like bakery scents, I think you would love this one. To me, this was perfect for the fall, but I can definitely see burning this any time of year. It had great strength and throw, and the burn was fabulous. Can't ask for more than that. Number 10 is Aloha Kiwi Passionfruit. This one sold out very quickly in this packaging, and then it was re-released in Aloha Beaches with a pineapple, and then it was re-released again as Mary Mimosa. There may have been a slight tweak in that one, but it was essentially the same. This is a fabulous fruity candle, perfect for the end of spring all through summer. It is just very enjoyable. If you like fruity scents, you're gonna love this one. It's very tropical. You get the kiwi, which I think is very well done in this scent. I think it can go wrong. And you get this passion fruit, pineapple, coconut. You just get a tropical fruity candle goodness. It had great strength and throw, and it was a great burn. Another well done new scent from Bath & Body Works. Number 9 is Bath & Body Works Spice It Up Cinnamon Pretzel Twist. I did do an individual can review of this scent. You definitely get the pretzel. Think salty sourdough. You get cinnamon and you get vanilla. I'll leave the link to the candle review below in case you're interested. This one surprised me, and I really ended up enjoying it. Number 8 is Yankee Candle's Juicy Watermelon. Again, this isn't a new scent to Yankee Candle, but it was a new to me scent. This one made the list because it completely shocked me when I burned it. It does come across as a Jolly Rancher candy type watermelon, but it is absolutely fabulous. Sometimes watermelon notes can go very sickeningly sweet. This one didn't do that. While it was kind of a candied note, it was also juicy and just the perfect amount of sweetness, and I really enjoyed it. And again, this makes a list for the Yankee because I could smell it. I was so happy that it was a medium, almost medium high thrower. The burn was fantastic, and I did pick up a second one. I typically don't like their large jars, and just in general, I'm kind of moving away from large jars from any candle company because I just get tired of the scent by the end of it, and I don't want to put a burn candle back on my shelf if possible. So I've been kind of moving toward medium jars, and in this case, I was actually kind of sad to see the candle in. So if you're looking for like a candied watermelon, but very juicy, and one that you can smell, I think this is perfect for summer. Number 7 on my list is Bath & Body Works Frankincense. This was the perfect scent for Christmas Day, and even a couple days after Christmas, I just really enjoyed it. Woodsy, resinous type sweetness, a herbaceous incense vibe, and some spicy, rich undertones. Is very much a conceptual scent. I've never smelled real frankincense, so I can't speak to if this is authentic or not, but it was just very cozy, warm, and perfect for Christmas. I burned about halfway through, and I didn't have any issues. The throw was medium to medium high. I absolutely loved it and enjoyed it. Number 6 is Bath & Body Works Sweet Cherry Pie. This one came out in the spring, and I absolutely fell in love with it. This one is a sweet, juicy cherry and a pie crust note. I've always kind of said this was like a juice box cherry note, like a Capri Sun or a Juicy Juice type cherry. It is very strong. I think I rated this like a 10 strength and throw at the time of my individual review of this one. And the burn was fantastic. A lot of people said this was just a repackage of Black Cherry Merlot. I have to say I don't agree with that, because I don't like Black Cherry Merlot, because that candle has a very distinct muscadine grape note, and I cannot stand the smell of muscadine grape. And this doesn't have it, so it may be a repackage with a twist, but to me, I really enjoyed it. It was super strong, and I hope we see it again. Number 5 is Bath & Body Works Vanilla Birch. I absolutely love this one in the summer. I compared it to Wine Cellar's Summer Cousin. Some people said this was just a repackage of Wine Cellar. It is not. Wine Cellar is probably my number 1 favorite candle from Bath & Body Works. I love it so much. And when I heard this was a repackage, I was really excited, but it is not. But it is close enough that I can absolutely see the similarities. This is creamy, smooth, non-masculine woods notes. There's some vanilla. You definitely pick up that creamy, almost body care-esque type sandalwood. A little drop of lemon that I pick up. It is beautiful conceptual scent. I definitely think this one flew under the radar for most people, because if you didn't like Wine Cellar and you just chalked it up to being a repackage, you weren't going to pick it up. This one also had a great strength and throw and a great burn, so I hope we see this back in the future. Number 4 on my list is Goose Creek's Lemon Sweet Tea. This is a perfect tea scented candle. It is a sweet tea, and you get just the right amount of lemon. I think sometimes tea scents can have too much lemon, and that overpowers the tea scent, but this smells just like that picture. It smells so authentic. I absolutely love it. I burned through one in spring, and I picked up another one, and I even wish I had another one. I really like the Goose Creek's 2-wick tumblers. I feel like they're less sooty than their jar candles, and I didn't have any performance issues with this one. It had a nice medium throw, and I was just very happy with this one overall. So top 4 candle. Number 3 on the list is Peppered Plum. This candle would have probably made number 1 if it wasn't for the burn issues. The scent is phenomenal. Warm, earthy saffron and a sophisticated sweet plums are the dominant notes. I also picked up a woodsy peppercorn, a hint of patchouli. It's such a complex, sophisticated, conceptual scent, and I'm just so happy to have seen a couple of these types of scents from Bath & Body Works this year. Absolutely love this scent. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Right up there with one of my top scents now from Bath & Body Works. It's just amazing. Sadly, this one does have some burn issues. It doesn't want to pull out, and it tends to get puny wicks even if you don't trim the wick, so that part is disappointing. Because of the burn issues, I couldn't put this as my number 1 candle, but the scent is absolutely phenomenal, and it's worth me dealing with the burn issues and kind of babysitting this candle to get the burn. I did do an individual candle review of this scent as well. I'll leave the link below in case you're interested. Absolutely love this scent. Number 2 favorite candle of 2017 is Peppermint Rosemary. You get the peppermint from Twisted Peppermint, slightly mentholated peppermint. You get this earthy rosemary, and you get some of this eucalyptus. So it almost has this aromatherapy kind of vibe. I did do an individual candle review of this candle as well. As you can tell, I tend to review my favorite candles, so I'll leave the link to that below. Great strength and throw, minimal burn issues. Really enjoyed this scent and hope that we see this one again. And last but certainly not least, my number 1 favorite candle of 2017 was Bath & Body Works Tomato Vine. I was actually sort of surprised that this became my number 1 favorite candle of the year, but as I was going through, I was just like, wow, this one just kept getting pushed further and further up. I think the packaging is beautiful. I love this whole entire range with this kind of colored penciled hand-drawn look of the labels. This scent is so nostalgic to me, and I am a gardener, so the scent just makes me happy. It makes me think of being in my garden and growing things. It doesn't smell like a tomato. It definitely smells like the vine itself. It smells like the stalk, and I did do an individual can review of this one as well, so I'll leave the link to that below. Just an earthy, herbaceous, and very comforting scent for me. Of course, perfect for spring, but perfect for summer. It paired really well with the Sunlit Garden candle, and it just really was an amazing, unique scent. It is very unique, so I don't know that this was necessarily everyone's cup of tea, but if you like the smell of the tomato vine stalk, and if you've ever grown tomatoes or ever been in a garden or ever had a family member who grew tomatoes, then you know what that smell smells like. It's very authentic to that smell that you get in nature, and the fact that they were able to capture that so perfectly and authentically, I think was just a credit to Bath & Body Works, and I just absolutely love the scent. So yeah, that's it. That was my top 17 candles of 2017. Obviously Bath & Body Works dominated. I do tend to just burn more of their candles in general. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite candles were for 2017, or any of the ones that I included here on your list. What were your favorites that I didn't include? I always love to hear from you and love to hear what your thoughts were. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see other videos like this, please subscribe. I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.